Alright guys, welcome back here to game 2 between Dragonborns.net and LowLandLions. LowLandLions is playing in the blue. Dragonborns.net is playing in the purple here in the Riot League of Legends Season 3 EU online qualifiers for the offline qualifiers for Season 3. As both of these teams have gone quite far. Not going to lie, they've gone quite far. This is the second round now in the open bracket. No, well, not the open bracket, but the second round in the bracket. And the winner of this will most likely face Millennium. It's not 100% sure, but they'll most likely face Millennium. And we're going to have to wait and see how this works out. If there's lag, by the way, it's not on my side. It's on someone else's side. And as I say this, wow. Oh, okay. Wait. Is this working? This is working. There we go. So they're going to try and invade. And for anyone who's saying Jace is rated really as gold, that's true. But if they're good, then it doesn't matter what rating they are now, is it? Sushi is the one unrated, by the way. And Sushi just made a new account. So I'm guessing he just hit 30 with this name, DB Sushi. And he has his regular Sushi account is probably somewhere in like 20,000 elo or something, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So now game 2 is going to get started. It looks to me like LowLandLions, they're defending their red. And it looks like they're defending their blue. So both teams playing it very safe. No level 1 aggression. Or is there? Dun dun dun. As there's going to be an invade coming. A late invade from LowLandLions. Going to move their way up top there. And there's going to be a late invade. Are they going to do anything? It seems to me like, okay, Cho'Gath is going to pick that up. And now he's going to hide. And now we're going to get the blue invade. Akali's going to pull the blue. But Dragonborn knows. They have a ward there. They know exactly what's going on. Are they going to try and smite it? It looks like yes! And did Cho'Gath get the blue? He did. That's a great play from Broken Shard. As Cho'Gath queued and smited the blue. Actually taking that away. And actually, wow. That's. I think they're quite a bit ahead because Darius has been farming this top lane the entire freaking time. And actually did know SoFly won. I actually did know that Sushi is the Season 1 Fnatic winner. I did know that. Because I've been watching since Season 1. Either way, top lane now. Darius is going to be a little bit ahead there, and as soon as he hits level 2, he's probably going to put some aggression onto Aurelia. We'll see how that goes, though. As Soraka now in this bot lane. Jace moving around already. After level 2, apparently. They might want to try and catch Jace off guard here. But it looks like Shen and Akali are not fancying that. Akali has more than enough to farm already. Jace returning back to mid now. His top lane. The bleed. God, the bleed is so unbelievably bad. Hey, playing against Darius, guys. Darius at top lane. Freaking bleed, man. That's the main problem. Darius is going to be keeping pushing this lane. Spontax played a very good first game on Jarvan. Very good, very ballsy as well, that Jarvan. Proper man there, that's for sure. This is going to be an endless poke lane. I don't think Hosan and Soraka are going to fight any moment in time. And if they're going to fight, it's because Triple L actually invited that. And there we go. Oh, I'm loving that play from the Ezreal coming out. And actually Soraka, is she going to... No, she's not going to chase. She's not going to chase. Jace is mid. Yes, Omalikov, Jace mid is actually a thing. I saw it in the Korean OGN Winters I was watching like a week ago or something. I don't know which game. I think it was CJ Entis versus Azubu Blaze, or Azubu Frost, where they also played Jace mid. It's actually unbelievably strong. And obviously, because Sushi is the king of unconventional mids, he's playing Jace mid. I knew I shouldn't have been surprised. That first kill comes out as well for Dragonborn, and now here we go. Is Joe going to hit that rupture? No, he's not, as a flash comes out for Shen. Broken Shark getting the hell, trying to get the hell out of there. Now Sushi is going to flash over. What? Is he crazy? Sushi is absolutely crazy, as I think he just killed himself. Yes, he did. Okay. Jace mid should not be played that way, guys. That's for sure. Don't play Jace mid like Sushi just did, because it's going to put you behind a mid, and that's not something that you want. We'll see how it's going to go here now. Dive is coming in. Is it a dive or is it not going to be a dive? No, it looks like they're not going to do it. They're really moving away from top, getting to that mid area, getting a lot of damage on the Cho'Gath. It's not going to be down. We're going to have to wait and see now. Bot lane, as I said earlier, there's no way that Ezreal Soraka's ever going to engage. All they're going to do is poke, poke, poke all freaking day, and that's all they're going to do. And that's pretty much all they have to do is just poke with that Q. And now we're going to see Jace mid versus Akali mid with an Akali in the lead, and I think that's not a very good matchup for Jace. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Akali wins that matchup from level 6 onwards. She's only level 5 at the moment, and Jace still has Ignite and Akali doesn't, so that might be a change. But Jace, I'm guessing Jace is going to go Muramane, Bloodthirster. I'm quite sure that's going to be his build, and then probably Last Whisper afterwards. Maybe Brutalizer, but we'll see. As the golems get picked up right now, there's just too much pushing going on for LLL to actually proper farm that out. Now Darius making his way. Darius on his first bite, double Doran's Blade, just getting that sustain down, just making sure he does a little bit of extra damage. That bleed's going to really hurt Aurelia from this moment on, unless she shops. We're going to have to wait and see what happens around the board. It looks like Shen is going for a Lantern. I haven't played Shen jungle myself yet, but he is going to make that Lantern out of his Matrix Razor. And we'll see. See, you can... Bot lane is just going to keep pushing all day long. Even though he's queuing all the time. God, Draven keeps getting hit by that Q. And it seems really like, because there's a Draven there, it seems like they picked that Soraka. It seems like they know, okay, if they pick Draven, we're going to pick Soraka. We're going to play it out that way. And it seems like Sushi definitely in a little bit of trouble. Level 6 now on Akali. Sushi is going to farm this out. But again, as I said, against Akali, it's going to be difficult. Now, the second question that I have is, where's the blue buff for LowLandLions going to go? Because Akali doesn't use mana. Shen doesn't use mana. So what if they give it to Aurelia? Is that gonna make her win the lane if she takes that blue buff? I'm not 100% sure. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see when the blue buff spawns in about 20 seconds. Maybe a little bit late actually for LowLandLions. It's gonna be a little bit later. But Jay's gonna need that blue buff quite quickly. They're gonna keep picking up those golems. Here is what, like, excuse me. It's still early. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Beer Blue played a very good game last game. If you guys can remember, if you guys can watch the VODs later. He played a very good game on Aurelia last game. But now against Darius, he seems to be struggling. He got behind early because he went to help with the gank and everything. He came to lane quite late. And look at that, just so much damage coming out. Ignite and Bleed just shreds the health from Aurelia. And Darius is going to drink another potion. It's going to be fine. I know it's sushi, but I don't like sushi. I like sushi. I think that's better. I think sushi is better. I like sushi. The same way, whenever there's a Maokai in the game, I always say Maokai instead of Maokai, because I just like it. It's okay. Right, so let's see. Blue buff gets picked up by Mr. Sushi. See how that's going to work out for him. Obviously, endless shock blast, but how is Akali going to be able to deal with that? Akali already having that Hextech Revolver, having a kill lead, having a CS lead, having everything in the lead pretty much. And a farmed Akali, a fed Akali, that's... Wow, that's one of the scariest things. It's like a fed Katarina, or like a fed Mordekaisers. Like, you don't really ever want to deal with that if you value your life. So we'll see. Ezreal just hit level 6. LowLandLions bot lane is not level 6 just yet. And as soon as Ezreal hits level 6, it's just going to be pushing like crazy, really much. Like, look at that. Just so much damage all over the place. They do have double Doran's Blade. So just make sure, and actually that ward's not going to get killed. That bot lane is just going to be pushing all day long. And the thing is, you can't really gank an Ezreal. Like, I think that's the main problem, is you can't really gank Ezreal. I don't think it's... Like, he has basically the free flash every 15 seconds, which just makes it very, very difficult. Shogun now hitting level 6 is going to eat something, I'm reckoning. We're going to see, like... I'm curious how this Darius is going to influence someone like look at that burst coming out. Like, as soon as Katarina hits level 6, he can just do that. And oh my god, she's going to go for the kill. Is she actually getting that kill? No, the wish from Soraka actually came out. It's going to be able to keep Jace alive. Great wish there from Soraka. Mover saving Jace's life there. As now a little bit of exchange here. Again, it just doesn't really matter. The Hugh gives a ridiculous armor buff. Soraka, still one of my favorite supports to watch, because there's actually quite a bit of skill involved, even though basically all you do is feed mana. we're going to have to wait and see. Soraka late game, it's a crazy heal. And again, oh my god, look at that damage. Akali just unbelievably strong so far. And we can see the Brutalizer coming out for Jace, which to me indicates Jace is not going to sustain. Jace is going to just fight. If Akali comes in, he's going to fight back. That's what he's going to do. And it looks like, look at this here, like Hosan, not even caring about this tower, is just going to farm everything behind it. Mid lane is definitely in favor of LowLandLions. Bot lane definitely in favor of the Dragonborns team. How is that going to pan out in total? I guess it's going to depend on top. And you know what? About top, Darius has 20 more farm than Aurelia does. So it's definitely a little bit of a crazy game, of which I give Dragonborns a slight edge, because Ezreal is far ahead of Draven. 35 CS, and Ezreal already has a Bloodthirster finished against the double Dorans and Vampiric Scepter for Draven. Now that's a difference, if you want to speak of one. And Soraka, because she doesn't have enough mana yet to go for the mana amulet later, so she can heal him more. That's a fantastic build. Right, so mid's getting won by Akali, by far. Top's getting won by Darius, by far. And bot's getting won by Ezreal and Soraka, by far. Now, where did the junglers come in? It's always a bit of a question, where did the junglers come in? In this case scenario, Shen can make plays. Not gonna lie, Shen can make plays. He can just teleport in whenever someone goes aggressive. I think Darius can dive. Aurelia goes in, and Shen ults on Aurelia. I think Darius can actually die. He doesn't really have an escape. If you have the taunt plus stun plus slow from Aurelia, you can actually do a lot of stuff. Oh my god, look at that damage. I actually just wanted to say, oh, Ezreal is probably going to do some damage there. Before I could say that, someone was already dead. Bloodthirster hurts, guys. Don't play with Bloodthirsters. Don't do it. As right now in this mid lane, Cho'Gath's actually going to get caught a little bit, but getting a Giant's Belt Cho'Gath cost is actually not that big of a deal. Shushi's going to walk through it, and he's going to deal damage to the back lines at this moment in time. Akali getting that Shen ult is going to go in. Shen is going to teleport in. Are they going to be able to get Cho'Gath? No, they barely do not. As the taunt barely out of range. Jace poking that quite heavily there into that dragon, but obviously a Brutalizer Jace is going to hurt early game. But he needs to, like, Sushi's going to have to land that stuff. He's going to have to land those Shock Blasts. If he doesn't, obviously it's going to be a very difficult play for the Dragonborns. And not to mention the fact that LowLandLions is trailing 1-0 already to the Dragonborns. So LowLandLions needs to win this game or they're gone. Very simply, they will be gone. So they need to win this game. And so far, there you go. They're going to pick up that first turret of the game. Darius taking the top turret down. Like, you can see the poke coming out, you can see the ultimates coming out. There's a lot of poke on the Dragonborns team, and look at that, just like the Ezreal ultimate and the Glitterlands taking Draven to half HP. There's not a lot that Draven can do about this. Ezreal just too strong, got ahead early and just keeps getting more and more ahead, farming like a madman. And you can see the farm across the board for the team on the right, just too much. As you can see, 112, 102, 101. While on the other team, Akali's the only one above 100, and the rest is 85 and 67. That's the difference there. And the main reason for the gold difference being almost 3.5k, actually more than 3.5k at this moment in time, it's just farming, guys. It's just farming. 2-2 in kills. Yeah, they're now 2 towers ahead, but they just took them down, so that gold hasn't been changed yet. But Ezreal has a Bloodthirster, and that's simply because he's 40 farm ahead of Draven. That's simply because of that reason. Yes, he also has 2 kills, but he is so much ahead in farm, he's going to make the plays. And Akali, looks like Akali went for a super quick Hextech Gunblade. Now this is a build that I haven't seen in quite a while, because nowadays people seem to go for Liandry's Torment. And Haunting, guys. It seems to be sort of the flavor of the month for people to go that build. Hextech Gunblade rushing hasn't been done quite that often. Well, apparently it's happening now. So the Hextech Gunblade is in possession of Akali. Of Cosq, who's playing Akali. And I don't know how much damage that exactly does. It looks like Akali is going to pick up that red buff. And Draven is trying to farm as much as possible on bottom. And then he's going to pick up golems and he's going to farm bottom again. Like, Draven needs to farm up. I think that's one of the most important things about this game, is that Draven and Aurelia need to get farmed, or else they're going to be in massive amounts of trouble. And even if they do get farmed, they're probably still not secure of their win. But they're far behind in gold. I'm just glad that Lowland Rise has realized that they're far behind in gold, because they could be fighting right now because they think it's 2-2, we're quite even. No, you're actually really far behind. So we'll see. As the poke from Sushi is actually not going to hit whatsoever. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Sushi is usually quite good on these unconventional mids, but he seems to be missing quite a bit of Shock Blast today. Guess we're just going to have to wait and see as they're going to try and pick up that blue buff right now. Probably just give it to Jace or to Ezreal. I think either one with that blue buff is going to be unbelievably good, and it looks to be Jace who actually picked it up. Is it going to be Jace? I'm quite sure it is. Yeah, it is Jace. So they did pick that up. We're gonna have to wait and see now. Beer Baloo up against Spontax, and look at Spontax just health. Like, that's the only difference, that Spontax just has a massive amount of health with which he can just tank the damage from Aurelia, no problem whatsoever. As right now it looks like the mid tower is going to be the third tower to go down. 3-0 in towers, and it looks like Akali might actually have overextended over there. Is she going to go in? No, she's not going to go in. Yes, she is going to go in. She's going to try and burst on Ezreal. She does manage to make it work. Great burst from Akali coming out there, and Ezreal from 100 to 0 in one combo and extra Gunblade. That is great play coming out, but is it going to be enough? I do not think so, as everyone from Dragonborns has seemed to be ahead. Now, Darius coming into the fight is going to grab two. Is it going to be enough? Now, here it comes. Noxious Guillotine coming out. Great play there from Darius, axing and dunking people down. Lulu is the first one. And, yeah, I'm quite sure mid is a Vision Ward. Versus Akali, you want to put a Vision Ward in mid lane. I cannot see it. I'm quite sure. There it is. It is a Vision Ward. There's a Vision Ward in mid lane, because as against the Akali, you always want to push the Vision Ward in mid lane. Because whenever she shrouds, you can actually just hit her. That's pretty much the logic. So we can now see everyone from the Dragonborns once again moving forward. Shock Blast now hitting onto Sneaky. Already like a quarter health. And the grab comes out. Beer Baloo, is he going to be able to get out of there? Oh my god, the dunk comes out onto Sneaky. Is it going to be enough for Kotsky to actually do damage? He is going to go in. What is he doing? He does get taken down. And I cannot believe that Akali's a madman. Completely crazy as he tries to go in there and just try and take someone down. Like, 1-for-1 changing, or exchanging, sorry, I should say, is not the best thing in the world, but I guess it's what he wanted to do. And it's probably going to be the fourth tower. I don't think there's anything that LowlandLions can do against that. No, it is going to be the fourth tower. So 4 towers to 0, 1 dragon to 0, 6 kills to 3. A 7k gold lead. That's pretty much. They lost it from the first second onwards. They had a very, very difficult time early on. They're gonna have to try and make this work. Are they gonna try and contest this dragon? Looks like Shen might want to. It looks like Shen is still sticking around. Is he going to do it, or is he not going to do it? It looks like he's catching quite a bit of poke. God, Ezreal hurts so much. Yeah, they did get the taunt on Ezreal, but getting the taunt on Ezreal might not be the best thing. He might have died. Here comes Aurelia. Is Aurelia going to be able to dash it? Yes, they are. They take down Ezreal again, out of position once again by Hosan. Just getting taunted and just getting shut down immediately. And Ezreal, he's fed and he's unbelievably strong, but Hosan not playing the best game of his life, and Akali just going mad. Wow, Akali going complete man mode. Now going to get dunked on here in just a second. Oh, it's not actually needed. The bleed is going to be perfectly fine, as Akali is going completely insane. And we shall see. Ezreal got caught a couple of times. I don't know what Ezreal... That's not home guard. I think that's Alacrity boots. I'm quite sure it's Alacrity boots for just extra movement speed. And we shall see how those are going to work out for him. Akali's quite insane, but it looks to me like Draven is slowly getting back into the game. He got a double kill that exchange. He's now on 3 kills total. He's getting that gold, and I think he's banking quite a bit of gold. So as soon as Draven is going to shop, which I think it is now, let's see what Draven is going to buy. I'm quite curious. A BF sword, Bloodthirster. Is he going to buy anything else? Is it just... Yeah, it's just going to be Bloodthirster. So Bloodthirster now as well. And look at the builds from Ezreal and from Draven. They're completely equal. Apart from the boots, obviously. But Ezreal, not that much gold ahead anymore. And I think Akali's actually just throwing this game completely. Like, if she dies here, that's it. Like, Akali just keeps dying randomly. And it looks like Draven, yeah, definitely tied in money at this moment in time. Just 1 kill ahead, 20 CS down. It's more or less tied in money. And Shushi is the only one who's not having any kills yet. The Mirror Mana has not been built yet. And oh my god, the taunt comes out. Is this going to be a great fight? I think this might be a bad fight. But Jace is bottom, so they are going for the fight either way. Cho'Gath getting the rupture down. Now the Lulu ult's coming off. And they... barely. Ezreal ult's coming across. Not getting any kills. And it seems like the big strength so far in the Dragonborn team is going to be Darius 4-0-1. And Soraka, not to mention 1-0-6, unbelievably strong as well. I don't know what Akali is doing. Akali is actually throwing this game pretty much on her own. And the Dragonborns with Sushi split pushing, getting this stuff done. If Akali just didn't really get killed there, I think that would have been a lot better fight by LowLandLions. They're going to try and make something happen now, though. I think Shen ultimate has not really been proved super useful just yet. I haven't seen any crazy Shen ultimate saves just yet. I'm guessing Dragonborns is just preparing for that, just making sure that they don't make the mistake of running into someone with the Shen ult up. Let's see, Stand United is up at this moment in time, so they could go and make some plays. It looks like Akali's going to go bottom, push out that lane. Shen is probably finishing up his Warmogs here in just a bit, so he goes shopping. And looking at the build from Aurelia, she's kind of all over the place. She doesn't really have anything. No finished items, she said she has a Warden's Mill recurve bow and bits of a phage, and that's pretty much it. Aurelia definitely, if you look at the other sides, Hex Drink or Frozen Mullet and a pickaxe already coming out for Darius, so there's just a lot more damage on that side. And now Jace is finishing items. Hello, Jace. Just suddenly looked at it. Muramane coming out immediately, has already been farming up that tier of the goddess, no problem whatsoever, and taking up a red pot as well. So Jace is going to be really strong if he starts throwing himself in team fights. And they're just doing Baron. Akali's bottom. They're rushing Baron. Shen is not there, but Shen does definitely have that Stand United, so he can come in at any moment in time. They are going to try and do Baron. Akali is making her way over, so Akali has decided not to keep split pushing, but make her way over. That Draven ult across the board is actually really good. If Akali can come in now, that would be great. And Akali might actually start making the plays. It's not going to happen just now. Darius fighting Aurelia here on the side. Cho'Gath trying to keep people away with his silence, but where is Akali? Is Akali going to make the play, or is she not? It looks like the Shock Blast is only going to hit Aurelia, not going to be all that much. It looks like there is going to be a disengage there coming out from the Dragonborns. Here we go. Are they actually going to fight? It looks like they are going to fight. Shinton's going to come in onto Cho'Gath. Akali down! Immediately down from full to nothing in a matter of seconds. No burst on Ezreal anymore. And that's exactly what they needed. Ezreal's safe. There's nothing that can kill him anymore. And there we go. Just double kill coming out for Jace. Double kill coming out for Draven. Aurelia, double kill coming out for Darius and for Jace. Gonna be the only guy alive, and now it's Aurelia versus Ezreal here. I think Aurelia wins that. I'm quite sure Aurelia wins that, and Hosan is actually going to be very clever here, backing off, and oh my god, if that Q would have hit. I cannot believe, like, Akali jumped in. Oh, the dunk. I love the dunk. That makes me giggle. I love Darius. Akali goes in there, and it's just like, well, now she's dead. Like, I think she got dunked on. I'm not 100% sure if she got dunked on. I'd love to see an instant replay of that. She got a lot of damage in, like, literally 0.1 second. It was just out of nowhere, suddenly she was dead. Very well played by the Dragonborn team on focusing her down. And that's what they're going to have to do. Aurelia's Akali's very strong. Aurelia's getting stronger now. Darius is just, like, the sort of linchpin from the Dragonborn team at the moment, though. Darius is, like, you cannot kill him either. Like, there's an Aegis on that team, and he has the Malformius or whatever it's called, the Frozen Mullet and the Chain Vest. He's so unbelievably tanky and strong at this moment in time, not to mention doing a lot of damage with pretty much every single one of his abilities. And I think the Dragonborns are pretty much set to win this game now. 11k gold lead, 6 kills ahead, 7 towers ahead. They did not pick up Baron yet. They might try and go for it now. Here comes Akali. Akali's going to go in onto Ezreal and gets the kill. Like, that's what Akali's going to need to do. Gonna come in after 1 or 2 players have already gone in. Akali now goes down. Vision Ward takes her down pretty much. And now Darius. It's just a Darius cleanup time, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see a dunk? You really want to see a dunk? It's not going to happen because Darius got knocked out of the way. I want to see a dunk, though, in just a second as Sushi picks up the triple kill. We didn't even get a shot of that. Direct to camera was awful. You can see the Dragonborn slowly moving their way in, now getting the first inhibitor of the game. They took down 7 turrets already, and they're actually just going to go and finish it, I think, as they take down the first Nexus turret here in just a second. Going to move on to the second Nexus turret, and I do not think they want to sort of play around. I actually think they do just want to finish it. And this might be GG just right here. 16-8 is the difference in kills already, and it looks like, look at that, just Draven immediately gets shattered on. Are they just going to try and finish it, or are they going to back off? It looks like they are going to back off. They are going to play it safe. Akali's going to go in now, and this might be very, 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 very good for the people. Oh my god, here comes the dunk. Ah, that's so painful to watch as the dunk comes out. Jace unbelievably strong here, as Darius is going to try and clean up. Second dunk coming out. Oh, please, can I have a pentakill? Please, 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 can we have one? As you need some mana, Darius. There you go, he gets some mana. That's the third dunk of the game. And the Dragonborns are actually going to finish this off. I don't think this game is going to go on for much longer, as they're going to focus this Nexus down right now. They do going to try and take down a turret. They do want to try 4th dunk in one team fight. The surrender or the kill comes out of the Nexus. I don't care, but this game is getting won by the Dragonborns. 1-1 is going to be the official scoreline now here in the Season 3 online qualifiers for the Europeans, for the European teams. I'll put up the brackets here for you in just a second. Give me half a second. Give me half a second. Binary Beast. Binary Beast. There we go. As I want to show you this. The game is starting very shortly. LowLandLions won the first game. Wait, what? Did LowLandLions not? Did I mess that up? I think I might as well messed it up, because it seems here that Dragonborns is through. Doesn't matter. It's my fault. Dragonborns is through, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, as you can see, they're moving on. That's very simple. We have Elo Blade already in. Let's see. This is the quarterfinal. Elo Blade in the quarterfinal. Measy PC 2 is in the quarterfinal. And we have Mouse Sports and Dragonborns already making their way through the quarterfinal. Now we have Millennium counterclockwise fighting it up for a place in the quarterfinals. And as you can see, there's a couple of other teams still making their way through, of which this one against Our Authority against Team Winbar, that should be a good game. Let's see what's going to happen. Millennium versus counterclockwise is going to happen in an hour and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Very simply said, in an hour and a half from now is when that game is going to start. My stream is going to go offline. Because it's an hour and a half. It's going to take a while. But in about an hour and a half, in about 2 hours, maybe a little bit later, because I have a lot of stuff to do, I'm going to try and catch as much matches as possible. Please subscribe to my channel. Please look at my Twitter at twitter.com/PatrickLedge. @PatrickLedge is what you need to follow. I'll show you when I go live, when anything happens. That'll be lovely if you guys can follow that. I also have my YouTube channel, youtube.com/PatrickLedge. It's been a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, I loved having you guys here. In about an hour and a half, or a little bit longer, I will be back with more League of Legends casting. But for now, it will be gone, because there's not going to be a match in an hour and a half, and I do not want to have my stream on for all that time, because you guys are just going to be here listening to music, and you can do that by yourself. So thank you very much for joining. I'd love having you guys on in about 2 hours from now for the next game, Millennium versus counterclockwise. I'll see you guys in a bit. Thanks all for watching. Have a good day. Have a good Saturday. Enjoy your day. And I'll see you guys in just a bit.